Hey, welcome back to Mask Monday. I'm excited for this one because we're going to talk about these brand new masks from the film Haunt. Alright, so we've got the zombie mask here. It's by far my favorite mask in the movie. It's just one of my favorite sculpts. Like, when we got these in, I just stared at this mask for like a really long time. It's just very cool. The masks used in the movie were vacuform masks. They were all created by Gabby Lucille. As far as I can tell, on the packages it all say that they were sculpted by Austin Gorg, who was the production designer on the film. But the prop maker was Gabby, who I'm pretty sure made all of these masks from sculpt to vacuform paint. They just did like an elastic strap for them. Got this giant slash in the head. The sculpted hair looks great. This goopy stuff coming out of the eye, nasty yellow pussy stuff. The mouth is really cool. The upturned nose. Stitches. I love these moles. It's just really, really well done, and it's one of my favorite masks I've seen in a long time. Let's check out my other favorite, the Witch, who's definitely the scariest character in the film. Okay, we got the Witch mask here. As I said, scariest character in the film to me. It's a great sculpt, really classic witch look. The paint job with like the mint green in it is really awesome with these like yellow highlights on the eyes. It's also the same color as the buckle on the hat with that like vintage Halloween orange. Very cool. I love the sculpted eyebrows. I mean, everything's sculpted obviously. It's an injection mask, but the eyebrows look really cool. And you got the classic, witchy moles on the nose and the chin. Stitches, just like the zombie one. Definitely all these masks feel like they were made by the same person. As I said, this is the scariest character in the film to me. Doesn't have any dialogue though. One character does have a lot of dialogue, and that's the ghost, so let's take a look at that mask. Okay, so we have the ghost mask here. As I said before, the ghost was the one with pretty much all the dialogue. Whenever you would see one of the masked characters, they were dead silent, but the ghost was the first person to break and start talking through his mask to the main characters and everything. The mask is awesome. It's like a super vintage ghost look, and it's the simplest paint job out of all of them. It's mostly white, obviously, with these yellow highlights. And one thing to note about the yellow, as I was looking closely at this one and going through the other ones, they use this same shade of yellow for like all the masks, which I think is really cool. It was featured like heavily on the zombie mask, and then it was in the highlights of the witch mask, and now it's in the kind of highlights of the ghost mask. So I think it's cool. It's just another thing that ties all the masks together. Gabby did a great job making these, and I also love the next one, the devil, so let's check that one out. Alright, you can't do a bunch of vintage half masks without throwing in a devil. Gabby did a great job making this one. I absolutely love this mask with like the thin mustache and goatee, as well as like the really kind of stark eyebrows and eyelashes. And then also there's these big brown horns that at first I thought they were like really big eyebrows, but then I realized, oh no, they're horns, and that's really cool. Also you see his widow's peak there. Just a very cool vintage classic devil mask. One other thing too is I was looking at this one and I was like, oh, this one doesn't have any of that yellow color that I was talking about, but actually he does. He's got that exact same shade of yellow for his teeth right there. And then also they threw in this pink for his ears. Very cool mask, very well done. And then I think one thing I never mentioned about any of them was they all have screens for the eyes. So whenever the person's wearing the mask, you're not going to see their eyes too much, but they're going to be able to see just fine. Again, these are injection masks. They're sturdy, they hold up. Very cool. I think we have a couple more to show you. Let's jump over to the vampire. Okay, so this is the vampire. I really love the color scheme on this one. It's got this like super pale, muted, light purple as the base. And then it's also pale and muted, but it's just a darker purple for the lips and the eyelids and like inside of the ear right there. And then you have that same really cool yellow from all the other masks on like the side of the hair and the teeth and just a little touch and the eyelids there. I really love the expression on this one too. The eyebrows are very cool, and then it has the widow's peak there, and with his expression it kind of has this cool like 45-degree angle thing going on, especially with the ears. And it's just a really good sculpt, really good paint job. I like this one a lot. So let's look at the most popular one, probably the clown. Alright, so here's the clown mask. This one's really cool. It's just a classic funhouse clown. It's exactly what Gabby was going for, exactly what the filmmakers were going for, I'm sure. It's the only one that doesn't have any of that really cool yellow, so I guess it made a clown of me, but it's still a really cool mask. Just a red, white, and blue color scheme with the brown hair. I love the sculpted hair in this one, gives it like a really cool silhouette and a creepy smile, and it's actually the first mask that you see worn by a person in the film when they first get to the haunt. Pretty creepy. And that's gonna do it for the haunt masks. All right, so that's gonna wrap it up for this week's Mask Monday. Let us know in the comments which of these was your favorite. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next week.